2023 spring training schedule. Star appearance and his first Gold Glove Award.
I've always been in park, make it 1-0 quick. And we know how aggressive Kyle Tucker can be as we see him reach down, grab some dirt, go through that routine again.
That was close. He was right on that 8-second right there. Look out in the Astros dugout on that foul ball. And his coach will join us top of the 5th. Tucker with a line drive into center field, and what a way to start.
Kyle Tucker is being able to put together a great at-bat at the top.
Younger brother will be at second base. Shea Whitcomb is the shortstop. Dave. So, Blummer, what is the protocol? Because we saw it with Ottavino using it at all before the first game of the spring to check it out.
Brand new mitts at you. You're trying to break them in and go play with them. I always played with the brand. It was a little more saltier, older, guaranteed.
There, we didn't play any center field for over a month. This one taps slowly. It's going to be trouble. Trevor Williams.
Never underestimate the desire to get it.
Harry Hill, a catcher, getting a chance to DH today. If you're wondering, this facility with the Washington Nationals home team today. Possible double play ball. Jeter down.
Jose Urquidy, you can see his career, his season numbers for 2020.
Year-old now out of Mazatlan, Mexico, will pitch for Team Mexico, and he gets in on the hands of Lane Thomas, who hits a slow grounder. We just saw him, the former Cardinal. Corey Dickerson, the veteran outfielder, bats second. Jay McKendall bats here with nobody on and one out. He sends one into the corner and right. 81 hitter. And he has 50% of my notes for every spring training game. Yesterday, I think I got to about.
It's going to be adjustment for us. It's going to be an adjustment for the frequency of pitches. And we always anticipated Urquidy would have that quick, have a healthy amount of notes left over that we're going to have to figure out when and where to use. That ball coming off the bat is a little bit different.
Astros played a clean game yesterday on Hensley. So now first and third with one out. And the hitter is Dominic Smith in the outfield, but foul down the left field line. Gets in on Smith there to get ahead. Owen is ready. So the hitters no longer can play that stall tactic if Urquidy gets in that rhythm.
Quicker, keep the hitter uncomfortable. And that's one of the things that you'll hear from hitters make control of the at-bat as a hitter. Because you'll see guys like Michael Brantley step out kind of thing, but these guys are going to have to be in there and be ready.
Dominic Smith, his last 8 or so spring Mets, 17 through 22, and then non-tendered by the Mets after last season. Only had 158 games and batted some injuries in 21. So now he's found himself a home for a team
down the right field line here, and behind the stands you'll see the drastic fall from the top for the Washington Nationals, almost scrambling to put together a roster.
From the New York Mets, there goes the runner that pitches ball 4
seconds.
And we saw a game end when a hitter wasn't ready.
Perfect than a game being called on a strike because of the clock and ending in a tie.
And the batter can call timeout once per at bat. This is a pop-up foul, and it's going to be out of play. The one thing about the pitcher, you can disengage if you want to go through the signs again, but it doesn't. Although again with Urquidy, it really doesn't matter. Ground ball towards first, trying to turn 2. Hensley to short for 1 today. That'll make Josh Miller happy. Pitching coach going to go away for a little while.
Well, it's a little more challenging. You got to get creative.
You still got Luis Garcia. You've got Framber Valdez. Is it pretty much the same program across the board for all of these guys?
Yeah, Framber's not. You got to get him in a little sooner than we normally would and get him built up and ready for the WBC tournament.
Is that Presley and a Brian Abreu and a Hector Neris today?
Yes. All those guys pitching into November, short break, and then these guys knew that they had to get ready for the WBC, so they took it upon themselves.
Having a solid bullpen, but you're going into this spring with pretty much, you lose Justin Verlander, but your rotation is in pretty good shape.
Losing Justin Verlander is not a good thing. It's not a comfortable thing for a pitching coach, but we're well positioned and well suited.
Nationals got J.C. Correa to ground out to second, now facing the shortstop Shea Whitcomb. Yesterday with the new general manager Dana Brown about the new pitch timer and how it's going to impact pitchers, and it's got to have. A guy like Jose Urquidy doesn't factor in because he's always pitch fast. For guys who normally.
And we'll have to adjust and go from there. I think it affected or settled things down in the second inning here. But, I'd say that it's good. We handled
for 5-6 years. He's still just 24 years old. But give us a scouting report on him and maybe what you want to see from him. And
been all signs positive so far.
Shea Whitcomb with a 3-2 count gets called out. Attempts, and the third one either having to get the runner out or being a balk is trying to control the run game as much as possible with limited pickoffs.
Yeah, strategies. Sorry, I'm getting an echo here, and it's...
It was a little bit different wrinkle where the pitcher could actually have the wristband on.
Yes, in spring training they have it so where the pitcher...
Know this guy can contribute and be a big part of our team, and that's certainly what they're looking for from what Urquidy has now, as he is a father, a brand new father. 1 month ago, his baby girl was born, so he and Estefania, he said, big feelings. TK.
Awesome. What a winner for Jose Urquidy. Urquidy was going down to second. They took too much time before the batter was coming to the...
But Urquidy not fazed by it at all.
All he's done is thrown 4 straight.
He had a pitch up in the zone and missed a couple of fastballs up in the zone, and it looked almost as if in the last inning that Urquidy with that clock up almost gets a little bit too quick. Although he's working, that body gets going a little bit ahead of the arm. You'll lead with that elbow.
With the bases empty. In fact, Urquidy threw 6 straight pitches for strikes, although this Nationals a 1-0 lead. Adams, who had 5 home runs last year, hits one out against... This is an interesting study. Lance works very quickly with nobody on. And then with quickly bases empty and runners on, as Jake Alou will be the batter.
They actually played together on a scout league team down in the San Diego connection. And Hensley went to San Diego State while Adams went to the U.
For Urquidy in this inning, he won't be credited. Walk a guy with less than...
Yeah, on 3 pitches.
Right. Well, he didn't get phased by...
Right-hander Yohan Adon. 14 starts last in Rochester in AAA.
First pitch swinging is Joe Perez, sends a high fly ball to center field. Cesar Salazar is the batter. Planned for 17 games. Added another 40, playing now in his 2nd spring training for the Astros and getting a chance to catch today. He's down to the count. It's amazing how fast Urquidy's inning went with 3 strikeouts and a home run, and now Adon trying to...
Just kind of cool.
1-2 pitch is grounded to the right side. That'll be played by Jake.
Debut.
And Tucker's back in right for him. First pitch swung on, popped up, could be trouble. Jake Myers coming.
Throughout the course, another pitch, another way to get guys out.
Corey Dickerson swings and run. Urquidy walked 1, but then he struck out 3 playing in the World Baseball Classic. Presley as well will be a lot of the guys. All the guys playing for their WBC homes as Dickerson slashes a foul out of play.
Yeah, really, he is game. And how about the entertainment value that Presley brings into games now?
Not hit hard, but that
can get to that ball quick enough.
Now 1st and 3rd for Jamer Candelario.
Differences of any closer in the game for me.
Yeah, what he comes into, that was something that all of a sudden took a big playoffs.
Pull the plug.
We're not doing the light.
Oh, and it turned into money.
It turned into ACB Bucknor over at first base as the crew chief. Crazy new world. Pitchers are still learning the rules. I mean, right now, Dom pops one up. How about Presley after first? It's Luis Garcia. This ball punched into center. This has been a tough inning. He's making his pitches. He's getting weak contact with the weak. Now Victor Robles, the batter, hits this ball sharply, but on the...
Getting the start in center field today, Chas McCormick
himself against the White Sox in the ALDS, and he ends up with a clean single into right field.
In his hometown.
That's a lot. Got some top spin, and just like last... Non-rock.
By request of Martin Maldonado, I was told.
Ground ball to 3rd.
Over there, someone in Nashville saw it, got him in touch with...
Works out a lot with his brother Carlos. This ball into right center field is going to tie the game as Jake, but he's in there with a double. And that's his 1 time out in this at bat, so he has shorter between bags than it was in the past.
Yeah.
1 and 2 to Hensley. David Hensley gets into 1 to center field. That'll send Mookie Betts and David Price deal.
It's a position to go out there and win a World Series against the team you played for the year previously.
He allows Jeter Downs to walk against Jose Urquidy. Runner going. The throw is just a... This ball hit hard to center, but right there is Team Dominican Republic will have 5 Astros pitchers on their roster. Renell Black